Port Charles has never been short on complicated love triangles, emotional reckonings, and second chances. But what's about to unfold at Windermere and beyond is going to shock fans to the core. In a dramatic twist that could shake the Cassadine legacy and change the direction of several key relationships, Spencer Cassadine returns, not just to reclaim his place in Port Charles, but to reclaim his heart. And just when it seemed Trina Robinson had moved on with Kai, Port Charles's new golden boy, her world comes crashing down with a betrayal so deep, it ends their romance in a blaze of heartbreak and tears. But Trina's loss may just become Aiden Spencer's gain. Yes, you read that right. Aiden Spencer, last seen exploring art residencies in Paris, returns to Port Charles with more than just a portfolio of breathtaking paintings. He comes back with clarity, courage, and a long-harbored confession. For years, Aiden struggled with his identity and place in the Spencer family, often overshadowed by the louder, more dramatic lives of his relatives. But while the world saw Aiden as the quiet artist, what few realized was how deeply he once admired Spencer Cassadine. Back in the day, their friendship was dismissed as youthful curiosity. But now, older and emotionally wiser, Aiden recognizes that what he felt wasn't just a passing crush, it was love. And with Spencer believed to be gone forever after his death in Greenland, Aiden buried his feelings until Jason Morgan discovered Spencer alive, injured but very much alive, in a Cassadine safe house. When Aiden hears Spencer is alive and returning to Port Charles under heavy secrecy, he doesn't hesitate. He's the first to greet Spencer at the private jet landing near Spoon Island. Spencer's resurrection from presumed death is no fairy tale. He's been kept in isolation for months by remnants of Victor Cassadine's loyalists, his mind manipulated and body pushed to the edge of survival. When Jason and Anna finally liberate him, Spencer is gaunt, bruised, and emotionally scarred. Yet when he steps foot on Spoon Island again, the ghosts of Windermere don't haunt him. He haunts them. Laura is overwhelmed to see her grandson again, but something's changed. Spencer no longer chases shadows. He doesn't try to please anyone, especially not his father's memory. He's done running from his past. And one of the first people he wants to see? Trina. But that reunion doesn't go as planned. Trina Robinson had tried her best to move forward. After grieving Spencer's supposed death, she leaned on her new friendship with Kai Ashford, a charming young architect brought to Port Charles to revitalize the waterfront district. Kai was dependable, kind, and eager to build a future. But there was always something off. Portia never fully trusted him. Curtis sensed a man hiding something. Even Jocelyn questioned his motives. And finally, the truth surfaces. In a shocking discovery, it's revealed that Kai had ties to the same secretive architecture syndicate Victor once used to launder money across Europe. Trina learns, through a confrontation involving Curtis, Jordan, and even Diane, that Kai had been planted in Port Charles to stay close to Trina. Victor's former obsession now turned into unfinished business for his associates. Trina is devastated. She lashes out at Kai, who pleads with her to believe he fell in love with her genuinely. But it's too late. Broken and betrayed, Trina ends the relationship in a heartbreaking scene on the steps of the Metro Court, just as Spencer, escorted by Aiden, arrives unexpectedly. Spencer had hoped to reclaim his life, maybe even win Trina back. But as he watches her crumble in Kai's wake, something inside him shifts. His feelings are real, but the pain is too raw. Aiden, witnessing all of this, doesn't push. He simply stands beside Spencer, offering quiet support. They spend the next few days reconnecting, and during a late-night walk through the park, Aiden finally speaks. "I used to think I was broken for loving you," Aiden says. "Now I just know I was waiting." Spencer, shocked and silent at first, doesn't deny it. He reaches out, takes Aiden's hand, and they sit under the stars. This slow burn, years in the making, is reignited, and fans will be glued to every nuanced glance and conversation. In the wake of Kai's betrayal, Trina throws herself into work and advocacy. She takes on a new art history campaign at the university and becomes a fierce voice against architectural corruption. But behind closed doors, she mourns not just Kai, but the fantasy of stability she thought she'd found. When she runs into Spencer at the gallery, the encounter is tense. She thanks him for coming back alive, but there's distance now, a silent acknowledgement that too much has changed. She asks him, point blank, if he still loves her. "I'll always love what we had," Spencer says softly. "But I don't think either of us are that version of ourselves anymore." Tears fill Trina's eyes, but she nods. Then we both deserve new chapters. Later, she watches Spencer leave, his fingers entwined with Aiden's. Laura Collins, who has always championed love in all forms, finds herself conflicted. While she adores Aiden as part of her extended family, the idea of Spencer, her grandson, in a romantic relationship with him is complicated. She turns to Kevin for guidance, and the two debate everything from family dynamics to societal expectations. Ultimately, Laura sits Spencer and Aiden down and tells them, "If you are happy and you are honest with yourselves, then I am proud of you. Just don't lose who you are trying to protect each other." Her blessing paves the way for the next phase of their relationship. Just as things begin to stabilize, Nicholas resurfaces, secretly watching from the shadows. He's been alive and hiding, but not idle. And he's furious to discover Spencer and Aiden together. Not because of the relationship, but because Aiden is a Spencer. Nicholas sees it as a betrayal of bloodlines, and he makes his presence known in the most Cassadine way possible, by sabotaging the Deception Gala, where Spencer and Aiden are set to make their public debut as a couple. The sabotage fails, but Nicholas sends a message. The Cassadine name is not a playground. This ends, or everything burns. Spencer, fed up, finally disavows the Cassadine name in a live press conference at the Metro Court. "I'd rather be a nobody with love than a Cassadine without a soul." Valentine Cassadine, once a feared enemy, now takes a stand. Seeing Spencer grow into a man of principle and realizing how far Nicholas is willing to go, Valentine throws his support behind Spencer and Aiden. With Anna by his side, Valentine publicly declares that the Cassadine fortune should not dictate morality. He offers to help the couple protect their privacy, assets, and reputation. More shockingly, he invites Aiden to co-host an exhibit at the Coeur d'Alene Gallery, blending art, resilience, and rebirth. As Trina moves forward, a new face arrives in town. Elijah Thorne, a visiting professor and activist, begins working at the university. A flirtation begins, grounded in mutual respect and slow healing. Though wary at first, Trina opens up over time. The chemistry builds, but she's not rushing. "I'm not looking for rescue," she tells him one night. "Just a place to breathe." Elijah responds, "Then let me be your air, not your anchor." In a beautiful callback to GH's most iconic locations, Aiden and Spencer share their first official kiss on the footbridge, where so many great love stories began. It's quiet, no grand gestures, no music swelling, just two men who found strength in each other after years of being lost in the shadows. And in that moment, Spencer finally says the words, "I don't want to run anymore. From my past, from my family, from who I am. I want this. I want you." Aiden replies, "Then let's build something beautiful from the ashes of everything we've survived." Nicholas is not done. He's forming alliances with unexpected players, Mason Gatlin and a disgraced Valentine rival. Trina may be pulled into an investigation involving Kai's international ties, forcing her to work with Jordan and even FBI agents. Aiden's art show might hold a secret, a painting that includes someone no one expected, a hidden reference to Lucky Spencer. Could this mean Lucky is watching from afar? And finally, Spencer and Aiden may face one more test, a secret child connected to the Cassadine bloodline that could blow their new life apart. But for now, fans can breathe easy. Love has returned to Port Charles, and it wears the name Spencer.